Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sousou no Frieren season 2 episode 1 and 2 reaction. Two episodes because on the day when episode 1 came out I wasn't here. I'm back now, so I've decided to do two episodes in one reaction, and from next episode onwards it'll go like it goes, one episode every week. So yeah, now season 1 of Frieren was absolutely fantastic. In all aspects it was like really good. Absolutely enjoyed my time, and it is a show that I really want to see more of. And now season 2 is here, and I hope this continues up until the end, whenever like I don't even know if the manga has ended, or I don't think the manga has ended. So yeah, I really wish the best for this show. And yeah, let's see what they have cooked up in season 2. Season 1, a lot of things I might have forgotten here and there, maybe a few of the names and stuff, but the basic thing, the more or less like the what happened, I do remember. But when I start watching season 2 again, I'll probably remember stuff. I usually watch like a recap video, but this time I had no time. Like I said, I was basically out of here even up until like one day before, and after coming back I was so busy and everything, so I didn't have time to watch a recap video. But I remember most of the stuff, so yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Episode 1 first, then 2, and then I'll talk about both the episodes at the end. So yeah, I'll do it like that. So let us get started. Episode number 1 reaction. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. Let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we go. No, there she is. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Hmm. Wow. Right. Hmm. What? Oh, maybe something from her past? Hmm. Hmm. But for Frieren, just a blink of an eye. But, as they say, time is relative. Oh, okay. Opening. Okay. Hmm. He melted. Right. Okay. Damn. One by one they're getting old. That's sad. Yep. Oh, it's Miss Green Apple. Okay. Okay. 29 years of the death of Himmel, the hero of Northern Lands. All right. Damn, that sucks. One fish. Well, what in the. He lost something? Yeah. Oh, what? Okay, what's that? Why was it in a bush? Did she drop it there or something? Oh, damn. What? Ah. Neutralizes magical effects. Oh, I see. Oh, I guess that's why she realized there might be something here. That's why she was looking in the bushes. Damn, she's just randomly laying in a bush? What? Well, we don't have to worry about money now, I guess. Yeah, we'll just sell it. Oh, yeah, that's true. We need to take it to. Ah. Oh, God. Oh, damn. Hmm. Well, right. Wait, what? Yeah, that's a long time, damn. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh. Hmm. Oh! But that's why the squirrel. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, wait. Is the. Wait. Oh, that's why. Goddamn crystals. Damn, we can buy like 50 mansions with this. Yeah. I was gonna say. Ha. Oh. Well, I guess that's why it's all here and nobody has, like, yeah. Okay, he'll give it a shot. Yep, nothing. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, because he's the physical, you know. Yep. Oh damn. Wow. Well, uh, is it safe to eat fish from here? Oh my god, Frieren already is asleep. Hmm. Yeah. I was gonna say, there must be something here. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because as she said, she cannot sense anything using. Oh no. There we go. There it is. Ah, boy. It was a matter of time. Oh, damn. What the hell? Venomous extract. Oh, God. Well, yeah, that's true. Each has their own advantages, power, strength, and weaknesses. Oh, yeah. I guess you can do that. I forgot about that. Damn. Wow. Oh, my God. Damn. Oh, damn. Yeah. Well, nothing we can do here. Light was. Yeah. Oh god, the poison. Yeah. Hmm. Well, um, can you wait? Let me. Yeah, I was gonna say. Shall we go then? Rain Sante Forest. What? Those are just leaves. What? Let's go fishing. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Oh. Oh no. Right. Shark's face. Yeah. All right. Okay. Wow. She's listening. Just. Mm. Oh. Right. Neutral. What? Beach neutral. What type of name is that? Neutral harbor? Okay. Yeah. Oh, these guys. I've forgotten all their names. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yo. Wow. Yeah. Oh. Wait, is this what? I guess to join the. Yeah, to join the expedition? 2 or 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. Well. I don't think so in that way, but Okay. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, okay, that is crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right, let's continue. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. Classic RPG experience. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. Ending. Oh, Millet again? Yes. Wow. Wait, this is all sketched. Damn. Right? Yeah. Wow. Damn. Wow. This is beautiful. The way they made this. I guess Frieren's endings have always been very artistic, compared to the opening. Opening is good, but the ending focuses more on the art aspect, even in season one. Wow, damn, this is gorgeous. Hmm. Okay. Alright, and that was episode 1. Let's move on to episode 2 and then I'll talk about both episodes. Wait a minute, let me pull it up. Alright, episode number 2. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference. Let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. I noticed in the previous episode when I was watching the opening, the flower petals represent the characters. The blue one was Himmel, and yeah, yeah, the red one is Stark. The purple one was Fern, I'm guessing. The hero of the South. All right. Oh yeah, the whole. Well, she loves collecting, spells and stuff. So. Well, it's just cleaning the statue. So. Oh. Wait, what? That's not Himmel. Yeah, who's this? He looks kind of familiar. Wait a minute. Himmel was the one who defeated Demon King. Ah, which makes sense. Oh, oh damn. Hmm. Seven Sages of Destruction. Yeah. What's his name? Aura or something? I forgot her name. And then the South defeated the remaining three. Okay, damn, that's pretty crazy. Damn, the northernmost. Whoa. Yeah. Slew each other. Okay. Hmm. Never found. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Oh, wait, he tried to recruit her. Hmm. Did he like. I was gonna say, like that guy who can see in 1,000 years. No, I think she does. She just doesn't care. I was gonna say. Okay. Oh, is he gonna say that you. But. Wow. That's Schlatt? He looks way different than in the little puppet play that we were seeing. Without achieving my goal. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably going to reveal something about Himmel. Hmm. Okay. Oh, they're not going to tell us now. Maybe later. Oh, I will clear a path for you. Right. So Schlatt would have been a problem for them, right? Hmm. Hmm. In Grafta Stoneman, located in the northern lands. What? Why is in such a hurry? Usually she's like, yeah, what, you were the one who's saying this? Yeah, something's going on in this. Maybe there's someone here who she doesn't want to meet or something. Uh, right. Yeah, they're trying to quicken. She's trying to quicken the pace. Uh, all right. I was gonna say there's someone here who she doesn't want to meet or something. Oh, here we go. Yep, I knew it. Uh, well, hmm, hmm, right. This person is Grahda. Right. Great grandmother. Ah, well, again. Oh, that right. Nice. Okay. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's why she was like trying to get away from here. That's what she. Uh. Yeah. I was gonna say. Oh. Hmm. And then they made that the heirloom. Ah. That's why she wants to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought it was a bigger fish. Never mind. Yeah, something happened here. Either wild animals or demons. Yep. Blood seems fresh. Okay. The one who did all of this, I'm guessing. Oh, that's the demon? Is that just a. Nah, that's a demon. He's hiding her horns, I guess. Yeah, you're probably that sword demon. I don't know. I don't trust her. How did. Uh. I was gonna say. She's trying to lure our guards, I think. Hmm. Bro, she probably. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Like I said, she was hiding her horns. And that's the sword? Yeah. Well, then I was gonna say, then there's no point in talking with you. Oh, right. Ah! Oh, damn! Oh, nice. Oh! Yeah. Damn! Wait, that's it? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I see. Yep. And then she would have. Yeah. Well, yeah, don't let it get stolen. Hmm. So, what's the grimoire? She's like, ah, now we can take our time. Because obviously, there's no reason for her to. She's like, ah, let's stay here for a month. Uh, yeah. Oh, damn. I was gonna say, keeping it here and putting the people's lives on. Um, no, maybe there's some other reason. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe since the demons are trying to get their hands on it, maybe there's something special about it that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Hmm. I see. Damn. Servants into helping. Oh boy. I guess in that's why it's better to keep it with them so that. Yeah. Hmm. Like keeping it here means uh hmm. What does this do? Yeah. Oh god. Wow. Okay. Okay. And that was episode number 2. Alright, let's talk about both the episodes. First and foremost, episode number 1. So in episode number 1, we see, like our crew move, start the journey again, or not start the journey again, but resume the journey. And yeah, a few things happen here. First and foremost, the whole situation with the magic nullifying rock, where they fell into like a situation, and Stark was there to help them. And then we had the whole party thing where Wirbel's group was trying to recruit Stark, but Stark was like, "Nah, this is my place." So let's talk about a few important, not important, but like few interesting things in this episode. First and foremost, the magic nullifying rock. So they were in a place where underground there were a lot of those rocks, and since they nullify magic, it's difficult to take it with them because obviously, as they said, it's very expensive. That is also the reason why. But if you take it with you, you won't be able to use magic. So that's a big problem. And I guess that's the reason why they're so expensive. And I guess it's because also because of its interesting property that magic don't work. That's why as well. I'm guessing people who buy these probably do it to, like, I can guess, like, maybe they use it to, like, you make some kind of a barrier or something, like, because this stone has like a property to nullify magic. I could assume it being used for some sort of a barrier or something, like, like magic nullifying barrier or something like that. And uh, and because it is so difficult to transport from one place to another, because obviously transporting it means you won't be able to use magic. I guess it's that expensive, and something like that. But I guess you can kind of counteract it by just bringing a party full of, I don't know, like physical support, maybe like Stark, who just fights physically. But I guess it depends, like, I guess there's a lot of enemies as well who won't be that easy to go against without using magic. um yeah, but I guess there's also another thing now that I think about it. If you have the stone with you, the enemies will also not be able to use magic when they come near you, unless they have like a long ranged magic, like spell or something like that. Um, right. Anyways, another property of the stone was when you put mana into it, it glows. Like a flashbang. Like it's very bright, and everyone will get dazzled. That's another way to use it, as we saw later on. Frieren uses it like that to get away from there. Um, uses it like a flashbang. Um, yeah. Now, the place where they fell, there were a lot of those things, and they are so damn hard, you cannot break them. Like, Stark tried, but there was nothing. She couldn't even put a scratch on it. So, it's kind of pointed. Now, one thing here, you can see, obviously, people like who are mages here, they are at a huge disadvantage. So it's like, as Fern says, like, I feel very helpless here because I cannot even detect anything, you know, beside me. Like, because I'm guessing whenever like mages like move, they constantly like kind of analyze their surroundings, trying to see if there's like enemies nearby or something, using their magic detection or whatever. But since you're here, you cannot do that though. So in a way, Friends, um like vision here got extremely limited. Not only Frieren's as well, I'm guessing. But Frieren is different. Frieren has like a lot of experience. She encountered a situation like this before as well and got away from that. So she was way more calmer and chiller here. But this is the first time for Fern like encountering a situation like this. So, like, if someone like Fern, who uses like magic detection constantly to keep an eye on everything, suddenly that gets taken away from her, you'll feel a lot helpless, like, because you'll not be able to understand what's going on at a distance, which you have been doing from, like, from before. So you're like, it'll be like your senses have just gone or something. You can only rely on your immediate vision. For Stark, however, obviously he is not like that. He's like a physical, like attacker and all that. So I guess, obviously, I'm sure he must have also been a little bit scared in that situation. As he said, like, I even in this situation I want to run away. But I feel like Fenn must have been feeling even more helpless because, like I said, it's like one of your senses has been taken away completely, and you know that you cannot fight here because you rely purely on magic. So if there's an enemy in front of you, you're screwed. You won't be able to do anything. You'll have to rely on someone else here, like that. But as Frieren says, like, that's what a party is about, and that's why she's not afraid, because she has put her lives in, Stark's hand. When she has recruited him, that's the time when she decided to, put her lives in his hands, vice versa as well. Similar with Fern as well. So she's not scared because of that, because she knows that Stark will, And I guess, obviously this comes from a lot of experience, a lot of, like, Frieren has been going around, uh, you know, with Himmel's party for a very long amount of time. She has experienced a lot of things, and a lot of, like, I guess you could say, life lessons from Himmel as well. So she she is more like Himmel now. I think I said this in the previous season as well. Like, Himmel was Himmel back when, you know Fern was in Himmel's party, and now in this new group, Fern is supposed to be actually, like, more like Himmel here. Like, like the role that Himmel played in Himmel's party, Frieren is playing that part in this party. You know, so she's more calmer, she's more wiser, she's, knows what to do in what type of situations, and she has the correct priorities. You know, all these things. So yeah, that's why she wasn't scared, and she did that. And Stark, at that moment, was able to, like, do his thing by protecting everyone. Grabbed Frieren and Fern and just run away. Another very interesting, not interesting thing, but a very, like, yeah, I guess you could say interesting thing that they kind of brought up here is running away. Obviously, as they said that, oh damn, this is, like, scary. What was his name? I forgot his name. That the dwarf, in Himmel's party. I forgot his name. Um, when he said that, oh, what if I run away? At which Himmel said that, oh, then we'll run away together. That's what a party is about. You know. So that thing, like, yeah, that's very important here, because obviously there will be situations where you won't be able to go against certain enemies in certain, like, like, situations. So just staying there, trying to take it out, even though you know you won't be able to, it's kind of pointless. Defeats the whole purpose of a party. So if you have to run away together as a party. And this is kind of funny, because I feel like this is one thing that a lot of people forget. And like, and at least me, whenever I watch this show, I kind of compare it to, like, RPGs, JRPGs. Like, every single, not only JRPGs, every single RPG, like turn based especially, has an option to run away. There's fight, then there's magic, there's skill, there's items, and then there's escape, or like, flee or something like that. And in a JRPG, or whatever tactical based RPG, when you click on flee, they usually take, like, one turn or something, and then they can run away if possible. There are certain bosses where you cannot run away. For example, like final, like, like main major bosses and all that, you cannot run away in those situations. But there is that. That is one option, I feel like, which a lot of people heavily forgets. Whenever I play an RPG, I almost never click on that. Like, just, like, even if it's like I'm dying or something, it never occurs in my head that, oh, there is an option to flee. Like, it is. So that's the thing here that they bring up, running away. That's also part of this adventure, where if you encounter a situation like this, you can run away if possible. And that's what, Stark and all of them did here when they came across that poisonous thing in the underground, like. So yeah, that was that. And then we had the second half of this episode, where we had Wibble trying to recruit Fern, and not Fern, sorry, Stark, and Stark kind of accidentally kind of bumping into Frieren and Fern when they were bathing. And yeah, that whole thing. And then Stark kind of showing, like, a little bit uncomfortable, like, thing, which Frieren thought that, oh, are you uncomfortable? Then did I, like, like, by recruiting you into your team, did I make you uncomfortable or something? Like, it seems like you're not that, like, expressive or free. So, but Stark, like, denied it. Stark was like, no, that's not the problem, it's fine. But it probably kind of festered in Fern's mind, because that is why later on when Wirbil says like, oh, like Stark join us, and then when Stark joined them temporarily, like for food and drinks, um like Frieren like said something along the lines of, oh, he seems more free in that party. Frieren was probably thinking of all of that. That's why in the end she kind of comes to Stark and tries to talk to him, trying to understand whether he's really okay staying with them, because obviously, like, I was thinking maybe he's like forcing himself to stay with us because of some duty or something. Um, but Stark says in the end, like, you're forgetting it's not only Frieren, but you are also one of the reasons why I decided to join you guys. So, it's fine. I'm here by my own free will, and I I will not, like, change the party just because, whatever. So yeah, that was that. And that's what episode 1 was about. The beginning, or not beginning, sorry, the resume, the resumption. No, what? Resumal? I don't know what you call it. What's that word? Whatever. The journey resumes basically. Okay. And then we had episode number 2. This is where we meet the hero of the South, who was who took out a lot of demons, like all of those, like what did they call those demons? The sages or something? I forgot. No, no. What did they call those demons? Wait a minute. Seven sages of destruction. Yeah, the seven sages of destruction. He took out quite a few of them, and here in these, like, villages, he is a lot more, I guess you could say, like, popular than Himmel. And there's a big reason for it, as we get to know little by little that he was the one who kind of saved the people here, and people remembered him. But there's a few other interesting things about this story is the fact that the hero of the South came to recruit Frieren before. Now, by when he reveals to Frieren that, oh, I can see into the future, he must have known that Frieren is not going to join them. If he can see the future, he must have known that Frieren is not going to join him. But he probably also knew that it doesn't matter whether Frieren joins him or not. What matters is the fact that he goes to her and talks to her and lets her know about this thing and tells her about Himmel, I guess. And also leave a little bit of a message for Himmel in the future, which he kind of tells Frieren, and Frieren later tells Himmel. The message was basically that, oh, don't worry, you keep going, I'll make sure to clear your path, that thing. So yeah, and it also means he also saw his death, in front of his eye. Now here's the thing, this is kind of interesting. They talk about the demon. What was his name? Oh god, what was the name? Just a minute. The one who can see into the future, like 100 years or something. Wait a minute. Shlashta. Shlahato. Shlahat. Now, this Shlahat can see thousands years into the future with magic. Now, I do wonder if he can also see the future. Didn't he see his end as well in the hands of the hero of the South? Yeah, it must have. So there must have been something which made him also kind of go and, like, embrace his destiny as well. I don't know. Anyways, you know what? Like, we won't be able to think much because demons in this world, they have a very, I guess you could say, like, like a very dry way of looking at the world. Like they don't care about anything, and any, like they have like a very weird type of a personality. I guess it's not really weird because it's more like demons in this world are more nonchalant about everything, which I don't think I've ever seen in any show, because usually it's either end of the spectrum. There's like some shows where like demons are kind of like the good people and the humans are the one oppressing them. And then there's shows where demons are like absolutely vile creatures who are just like, at the end of the spectrum, like killing everyone. Here as well, they're also vile beings, but at the same time, their evil is a lot more like, what can I say? Like, a lot more emotionless and nonchalant, which makes it even more disturbing, you could say. Like, and you genuinely feel like, damn, that is trash. Because when an evil being acts as an evil being, it's way more digestible to you. But when an evil being doesn't act like an evil being, but more like a very in a very dry way and a neutral way, it's more just like it's more difficult to digest that. That is why characters who are like nonchalantly doing evil thing and doesn't have any type of like like emotional like understanding in what they are doing, they're more disturbing. There are a few examples of characters like this. For example, one of the creatures that exhibit this is like Jubei from Madoka Magica. If you have seen Madoka Magica, like they do things which are absolutely heinous, but with a very nonchalant way, where they don't even understand the like what they are doing. Like the morality compass is broken in that type of character. So even with a smile, they do stuff like this. So demons in this show are more like that, where they're like extremely dry about things that they're doing which are evil, compared to a lot of other shows where evil characters do evil things but they are aware of it. you know so something like that. A certain situation kind of highlights this in this episode as well later on, where that sword demon was like, um oh, like when Frieren was like, oh, you could have just eaten some other creature, why humans? At which he's like, oh, is there any reason for me not to eat humans? They're there, so I'm just going to do it. That, like, as if it's like a very normal thing she's speaking. One of the most disturbing and bad, like, like thing in the moral compass, one of the most evil things she's saying, but in a very nonchalant way, where she doesn't even understand, like, what is bad about it. That's what the demons in this world is. They don't understand, I guess you could say, in a way. Like, what is like, what is evil and what is good, they don't have that compass in them, which makes it more disturbing. Anyways, I went on a tangent. I was talking about this thing, the Shahata, who can see into the future. So the fact that I do wonder what he felt, because I'm sure he must have known as well that he's going to die. I do wonder. Maybe we'll get to know later here. Anyways, right. So yeah. So this is why the hero of the South came to Frieren, even though he probably knew that she's not going to join them, and he knew that another hero will come later, Himmel, who this Frieren is going to join, and they're going to save the world. So my duty here is to, as he says, clear the path for that hero. And he also says that I don't care if my name gets buried in like like somewhere, like I'll do my part. And even if my accomplishments should be buried in the shadows of history. Yeah. So yeah, in the end, Freeman says like, oh, you're stupid. Like, what future can you see? Yeah, look at the people here. They all remember you. Now, here's another thing. I don't think they said this here, but this is like an assumption I'm making. The reason why he didn't know that people will remember him is probably because that happens after he dies. Like, obviously, you'll be able to see your future up until you're alive, right? Like, you only be able to see future up until that point. As soon as you die, it's done. You no more future from that point onward. So if you're lacking a future, you're never going to be able to see it. So everything that he saw in his futures were probably up until when he died. You know. So that's probably why he never realized how he will be remembered forever. And that's why he said, like, oh, if my, accomplishments and everything gets buried down in history, I do not care. Because he never realized that what's going to happen, because this happens after he dies. So that's just an assumption I'm making. That's why he couldn't see the future that far, because he never existed there. He died. So there's no future to see. But now that Frieren is here, he can, she can tell that, yeah, people remember you. Uh, Right. And yeah, and that was the hero of the South. And then we had the sword thing, the sword situation, where now here's also a very interesting thing. At the very beginning, I also had the same type of questions that Stark had. I was like, yeah, like you have a sword which demons like, and they're coming here and attacking you guys and the people here to get the sword. So why the hell are you keeping it with you? You know, like, isn't that kind of irresponsible? No, I also had the same type of question, but what Frieren says later on obviously kind of gives puts the perspective into a better, like understanding, like you can understand what's going on and why they're keeping the soul with them. It is because they are acting as an, I guess you could say, as a funnel, you could say, so that the demons only come here and try to attack this place and they can protect it. You know, if the sword is like left into the demon's hands. At first, I thought maybe the sword had some kind of a special power which gets activated when a demon gets it. That's why they're trying to prevent that. But no, that's not it. The demons just want it because I guess it looks fancy or something, as they said. And because of that, when they get their hands on it, they try to show off, making them more violent, more prone to going on a rampage. That is why it cannot be let into a demon's hand because they're going to do more crazier stuff. So, what these guys do here, what this family does here, is keeps it with them, and puts full security here so that the demons can, when they come here, they can try to protect it, and it's easier for them to fully focus on one place instead of just because here's the thing, like if the sword was in a demon's hand, they would just go to random villages and random towns and just start attacking them. But because it is here only, they're focusing their like, you know, gaze over here, trying to get it, and they in turn can put their maximum defense over here, trying to protect it. You know, so you know where the attack is going to come. So it's easier for you to defend it. That is why, like they are keeping it with them. So at the end of the day, it's not because, like rich people, noble people, they fancy these things. So even because of that, no, it's because they have a genuine reason for it. They cannot let it fall in demon's hands because they're just going to try to show it off and kill people, and which will make it more difficult to protect. And at the same time, keeping it with them makes it easier for them to concentrate in one place, so that when the demon comes, it's here, not somewhere else, because they have to get the sword first and then show off. So first station is here, so trying to prevent it from going it further than this place, they're doing that. And they've been doing this for like multiple generations as well. And that's why, like, even though it's a pain, Frieren and Himmel's party helped them because they knew that what they're doing here is something that is protecting people and helping people. So we'll do our part as well. If this was just some rich person's fancy and their like selfishness, then I'm pretty sure like Frieren wouldn't have entertained this. Neither Himmel, or who knows, I don't know. But this has a bigger and a deeper reason behind it. Which is interconnected with people's safety. Yeah. Now, the sword demon, as well as we see, where she acts as a priest, it was pretty obvious, obviously, like I said, like, and Frieren also kind of, I guess, kind of realized something. That's why she was very, like, alert. And when the sword demon was like, "Oh, let's pray for them," and like when they were going to close their eyes, Frieren knew that they're going to do something. She was trying to like catch them off guard like that, and that's why immediately she attacked. I feel like Frieren, like obviously Frieren knew from the very beginning that that was a demon. She didn't say anything and played along with her because probably she was trying to catch her off guard, but then she realized that things are not going in a proper direction because she's making them pray, which would mean she will have an upper hand when she'll try to attack them. So before Frieren could probably lower her guard, you know, Stark and Fen was going to lower their guard. That's why Frieren immediately attacked. Frieren probably wouldn't have attacked immediately if she didn't tell them to pray. Because I feel like Frieren was trying to lure her into a trap, but she couldn't do it at the end because she had a trick up her sleeve. That's why Frieren immediately attacked there, because she knew it would be late if they closed their eyes. Right, and like I said, here again the morality of the demons come into question. It is that, like, they're evil, but at the same time they're like, they have like the most nonchalant attitude while committing these type of things, where Frieren was like, oh, like, you ate these humans, there's other creatures as well you can eat, why these humans? She's like, oh, is there a reason for me not to target humans? They're there, so I'm just going to do it, that kind of thing. So yeah, and that is why, as Frieren says, that it's pointless to try to communicate with demons, because this is what they are. Right. Yeah, and that's what happened. We got to know the story here for here, and after this, Frieren was like, okay, let's take our time now, because we took care of the situation. And yeah, in the end, she also got like a grimoire which turns a red apple to a green apple, so I guess that's that's fancy. Yeah, Frieren is just, obviously, she doesn't want any strong like grimoires or anything. She just wants unusual and new ones. It's like she's a collector, so it doesn't matter if she gets like a 1-star rarity grimoire. It's still a new one, so she's happy with that. So there you go. Like, I feel like Frieren would be one of those people who would be like, there's like a very strong like grimoire, like a 5-star rarity grimoire, but you already have it, so it's a duplicate or something. Or wait a minute, can grimoires have duplicates? Like the same thing in like maybe like 2 books. Is that possible? No, right? I don't think so. It's like one in the world or something like that. Like each grimoire is one in the world, right? Let me know, because that's a good question. Like I said, because for example, this grimoire which turns a red apple into a green apple, are there multiple copies of it? Can we get duplicates? That's what I'm trying to ask. And does this apply for higher rarity grimoires as well? Is it only one? Is every grimoire like one in the world? If that's the case, then that's pretty interesting, because that will mean that since only one exists, it's extremely rare. Every single grimoire is extremely rare to Frieren. You know. But at the same time, there's also another question I have, which is rarity, is it rare because there's only one in the world and the other lower rarity grimoires have multiple of them? Is that why the rarity, like, or is it just because of how strong it is? For example, here we have a grimoire which turns a red apple to a green apple. Frieren before got like a grimoire which, like a spell which can clean clothes. Is it because these are like mundane stuff, like everyday things, that's why they're lower rarity? Or is it because they have multiple copies of it? That's my question. Yeah, anyways, but yeah, what I was saying is like, Frieren is happy with everything because it's still new to her and she's like collecting all of them, so that's why. And there you go, that was today's episode 1 and 2 of Frieren, Sousou no Frieren season 2. Great start, looking forward to the journey. And yeah, let's see what more adventures we face. Right, so I'll end this video here, guys. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode 1 and 2 of Sousou no Frieren season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.